What's your name?
My name's Miguel.
Where you from, Miguel?
Tucson, Arizona.
What's your story?
Well, I'm out here on the streets of Tucson. Been out here on the streets for a while now, about 6 years. I originally started off doing Percocets, original Percocets, and from there they got too expensive, and I graduated to heroin. Once I started doing heroin, it all was kind of downhill from there. It was like my Achilles heel. You know, I couldn't hold a job. I couldn't hold things straight with my family. I became homeless really quickly. People that they hear you on heroin and they just turn their back on you so quickly. And then after I started doing heroin, a friend of mine said, "Hey, you know, there's a way you can stop shooting up." And I was kind of curious as to what that was, and he told me about this little blue pill. It's basically a Percocet that's fake from Mexico, and it's got fentanyl in it. Now these little fucking devils, they're just the worst, man. They take everything from you, your dignity, everything. Being out here on the streets, there's nothing I haven't really been through. You know, I've gone through so much shit out here. People, you know, try to fucking beat someone's ass daily out here like it's some fun shit to do. I've been robbed so many fucking times, countless amount of times. You know, I just going in the store this morning, you know, just to get food, just to survive, you know, and I don't even have money to pay for it. You know, I have to do what I have to do though, you know, just to get food to eat. And I got two people to take care of too, me and my girlfriend. It's like, you know, like I have to do this shit to survive, you know. Like I'm out here, I'm what they call a booster, and I go out and I get things for people that have money to pay for half the price of an item, and they pay me to get specific items, and I go out there and I get it and come back and I get paid. So that's basically my life right now. Just trying to get enough money each day to eat, pay rent, get drugs, and that's about it.
Where do you stay on a nightly basis?
If I'm not sleeping out in the cold, I got a couple friends that sometimes let me stay on the couch, you know. I'm really lucky to have those people in my life. You know, they really help me out a lot, more than they would ever even known. Like they're a godsend for sure, because I get a chance to shower and you know, keep a sense of normal in my life, you know.
How many blues do you have to do a day?
It started off with like one, but now I'm up to, fuck, I gotta do like 5 or 6 of them a day, you know. And that's just, you know, that's the bare minimum. That's just barely getting by, you know. If I want to feel good and be productive throughout the day, I mean, you're thinking like 8, maybe even 10. And it all depends on which ones you get too, though. Sometimes you get some that are just shit. They don't have any fentanyl in them really, and it's basically just like a little blue fake pill, and it doesn't have shit in it. And you get those ones, and you fucking wasted your money. You gotta go out and do the whole day again, you know. And it sucks, you know, when that happens, because it's like, not only do I have to go out and steal twice as much, but, you know, like, people get hurt for that sort of thing out here in the streets. Fucking, if I were to take one of those pills and sell it to the wrong person, I'll get my fucking ass beat, you know, just for selling them some fucking shit that I didn't even know was fake in the first place before I even tried it out, you know. It sucks.
What's some of the worst scenarios you've seen out here in the streets?
Oh man, worst scenarios I've seen out here in the streets. Let's see, people being kidnapped and held against their will, fucking being on a daily basis, but don't have anywhere else to go or anyone to call, and feel like they're stuck, and so they just sit there and continue to let people do things to them, and do it just for the drugs, basically. And That shit's horrible.
You said that you've been victimized out here in these streets.
Yeah.
Sorry to hear that. Did you call law enforcement or anything to report this?
No, I didn't. I was kind of in shock when it happened. I basically, I woke up and, somebody was doing shit to me that I didn't really approve of and didn't agree to. And the shit was just horrible, like I was in shock. I didn't really realize what was going on until it was happening, and I just kind of left the situation, and I was expecting, someone to do something about it, but...
How old are you?
35.
35. So before you became homeless out here on the streets, what was your life like, from a teenager up to that point?
Well, I was working with ADT as a installation technician for an alarm company. They paid me good money to, go out and install alarm systems in people's homes, and I was working with a team of salesmen, and I was making really good money, man. I was making like 60 grand a year. There was nothing I couldn't buy. I always had money to do everything, made sure that I just got up in the morning and did my work, and then I got home and I always had time to play, always had fun no matter what I was doing. And had friends too, lots of friends. Everyone wants to be your friend though when you're making good money. But it just kind of sucks now to think about it. Like, it all is just a story that I tell, like I don't have anything to show for it now. It sucks.
Do you have any kids?
No, I don't. Fortunately, my situation, I don't think kids would be a good idea for me right now. But a lot of people that I do know and are hanging out with it like daily do have kids, and I see their struggles. They get to watch their kids grow up with somebody else, and it's just the saddest thing in the world, watching them cry every day for the kids that they can't see or feel like they have to stay away from because they don't want to subject them to the life that they're in. And it's horrible.
Do you see young kids out here on the street?
Oh yeah, like 15, 16, like they're out here too, like just like all the other ones. Sometimes they have a little bit easier because their parents are a little more lenient with them, or they're still willing to help them as they're so young, and they still have a kind of a shot as they're before they're 18, but it seems like once they turn 18 though, it's like a lifestyle. These streets consume you. Like, it's crazy out here. Like, this lifestyle like really does consume you.
Have you ever experienced an overdose?
Yeah.
Elaborate on that.
Yeah, basically I did a shot of black, and when I didn't really know what was going on. I just basically felt like I was going to sleep almost. And you don't really realize it's happening because you go to your brain is like going to sleep so quickly. You basically just wake up, people around you are screaming and crying, and they don't know what's going on, and they don't know if you're dead. And I've seen other people that have overdosed, and nobody helped them. Like, my friends helped me, and they're and on the contrary, person's overdosing and they're getting their pockets robbed while they're ODing. It's fucked up. Someone's dying and they don't even want to help them. They just want to take what's in their pockets.
Yeah. Do you have any type of family support?
No, not really. I mean, if it really gets hairy out here, like, I don't like to call my family at all, because I feel like what I'm doing out here on the streets is nothing they want a part of, and I don't blame them, and so I try to stay away from as much as I can. That way, my family doesn't have to see what I go through, and my nieces and nephews don't have to see their uncle and just think of me as just some drug addict. If I'm gone, I could just be somebody that they tell stories about, hopefully good stories.
How common is it to hear of a friend overdosing out here on these streets?
This last year I've had 4 friends die out here on the streets, and they overdosed, and they're not with me anymore. Just so quickly too. Seems like when the blues hit the streets, it was very fast to take a lot of people.
How fast did the blues hit these streets?
Fucking fast. Before I knew it, like a year went by and everybody I knew that had been doing black was now doing blues. And then of those people that I knew, you know, it seemed like for a couple weeks they're straight. Like there was just I kept hearing of people dying like each week, you know. Like in when we don't have that many friends, it sucks. Because you know you could use all the help you can get out here on the streets. Like, you know, my friends they're the best thing I have.
How hard is it to be in a relationship out here as a drug addict and homeless?
It's pretty rough, dude. Trying to make ends meet as a booster is not really good at all. I rarely ever get enough money that I need to, you know, get everything that I need. And my girlfriend, she's got a drug addict, or she's a drug addict too, but luckily she doesn't do blues. But when you have two people to support that have drug addictions, and you're trying to keep yourselves both happy and everything, and find time to be alone, it's hard. You know, the intimacy's lacking. The love just she feels like I don't love her, but it's just because I'm out here trying to, you know, make money every day. You know, like I'm trying to find ways to come up every day, and you know, make enough money to where we're good. And you know, sometimes I make a good come up and, you know, get something good enough to where I you know, get enough money so I can relax for a few days, and those are the best times. I don't have to worry about anything. I just, you know, I have enough money to pay for, you know, a room and enough drugs for so we can just, you know, chill and not have to worry about shit, and order room service. I like to call it. No, it's fast food, but
I have some more questions for you.
yeah, what's up?
Have you considered treatment?
Yeah, I've actually thought about it a lot, actually more recently too. I've been thinking about it like a lot. I've been wanting to get off this shit. If I don't, it's gonna kill me. I know it.
Last thing I want you to do is look at that camera. Talk to those youngsters out there before they decide to hit these streets or touch that fentanyl or touch that meth. Let them know what this life's really about.
Don't do it. It's not worth it at all. It's not worth getting high. It's not worth it at all.